Hi, Whitney.
Hi. Hi, Matt. Thanks for meeting with me today.
Oh, no problem.
And I know we worked together last year.
Yeah.
And I remember, a little bit about what was going on with your business then. And so today what I'd like to do is just review everything, any changes that might have taken place over the last year, and just this whole meeting is going to be about you and your business, and just kind of a diagnosis, like if you would go to the doctor for a checkup, just making sure that everything's working correctly.
Won't be as painful though, right?
Yes, hopefully
Oh,
not.
good.
And just take a look at everything and dive right into your business, and as far as everything with your program with us, and then some of the online advertising that you're currently doing, and just kind of give you an idea of everything that we can do as far as the options that we have available with Dex.
Okay.
And so I have a copy there for you to kind of
Oh,
follow
okay,
along.
thanks. Yep.
And so we will get started here.
Okay, yeah, that's handy.
And again, like I said, this is all about you. We're going to talk about what your current needs are as far as businesses currently, and then what your customers are right now, and if that's where you currently want to be, what goals you have, and then again, your capacity to grow.
Okay.
And where would you like to be from here, and what are your goals for maybe 2014? And we'll take a look at your website and kind of the aesthetics of your website, and then your SEO metrics, so how you're showing up online. And then we'll take a look at your Dex Knows conversion page that you have with us, and then just your online visibility as a whole as well, and then lastly, your print content, and just
Gotcha.
making sure that we have the most effective ad possible for your Yellow Page ad. And so just a couple questions, you can see the list there.
Yeah.
As far as your customer's experience, what do you feel that your customers are looking for?
Just the experience is what it is for catering. A great dining experience for all their guests. So, for example, like a corporate event, nobody has to wait in line very long for their food. We do these huge events. Kind of like we talked about last year, State Farm, country companies. Used to be the state of Illinois, Horseman, where they have a giant cookout and we have all the food, and it tastes great and everybody has fun and nobody has to wait in line and nobody's disappointed with the quality of the food or the staff. So we have great people, a great product, and I kind of told you about our cooking system last year. How we can grill, really up to 800 pieces of meat, pretty much all at once. And so we can do small parties, but that's not what really differentiates us from everybody else.
Okay, so that's what probably sets you apart the most from your competitors.
Yeah, we have a patented grilling system that was invented over in Indiana at South Bend, and we're the only person in Illinois that has this system. They can cook a lot of meat quickly, pork chops, chicken, steaks, anything that's good for a cookout. We can do like your small grill just times 1,000, and actually it tastes better. It's like and it's all charcoal. Yeah.
Good. Now, is there anything that your competitors are offering that you're maybe not offering?
Well, for some of the hotels, like the Hilton, we don't do any business with the Hilton. They have their own catering.
Yeah.
In the Hilton. So they have a one-stop shop where, if you want to be married downtown, have a giant ballroom, a sit-down dinner, but that's really not our niche. So, yeah, if somebody has a banquet facility, also, the lady down in Chatham.
Yeah.
We used to do a little business with her. Now she pretty much does all of her catering in-house as well.
Okay.
So those people that have banquet facility and catering together, they kind of offer something we don't, because we bring our food to their location.
Okay. And then, how are your customers finding you?
Mostly referrals, on our website. So, for example, you work at Horseman, you're like, wow, this is really great food. What's the name of it? They see the sign, and then they go on the website when they need something in their personal life. It's kind of what we're hoping.
And then, just kind of digging down a little deeper. As far as your business right now, what's working really well for you?
In what way?
Well, as far as, let's just take a look at your current advertising.
From an advertising?
Yeah.
None of it.
None of it's working well?
Not really. It's hard to judge that. Even, we have a good idea of when people call, but, we don't grill them, no pun intended, about, where they found us or what influenced their decision. But usually, especially if it's a big event, we try to get that into the conversation. But it's almost all online and referral.
Okay.
I've tried newspaper, not for a few years. I've tried radio this past year during the wedding season, and as the weather finally got better this spring, I don't feel like I got anything from that. But, we're doing Google AdWords in-house. The guy that's doing it seems to know what he's doing. I don't get on there and check it very often. We spend like $300 a month. It's not a ton of money.
So you have someone in-house that manages that for you? Okay.
Yeah.
And then, what do you feel is your greatest opportunity then, as far as advertising goes?
I don't, we could probably grow by 15%. We couldn't double our business next year. And that's, we've grown by 20 to 30% each of the last 5 years. And we're doing less advertising, especially with you guys. We've shrunk down. We used to spend, I think $1,500 a month with you guys, and now we're at, whatever, $100 or, very minimal in the print, and we did that special tracking thing, and I don't think we do a lot. So I haven't found advertising that's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's, I put $10,000 in it, and you know what? I landed 10 big events, 10 small events from it, and tripled my money. Okay. If so, I'd probably do more or keep doing it. But we've tried about everything.
Yeah.
The Business Journal for a while, and it's but it's real inconsistent. 1 month we'll put in an $800 ad, like half full page, talking about our events, trying to hit those business owners, because that's who we're targeting a lot of this to, is to the corporate world. And we'll get, a couple jobs off it, that's worth $6,000-8,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So that makes it.
That works.
Worth it, yeah.
But, and then for 3 months we run the ad, not one call. So, all of it seems to be either inconsistent, hard to evaluate, or just not working at all.
So maybe having results that you can measure and be able to quantify.
Yeah, it's having the results, but in that there's actually results there.
Right.
To measure. Yep.
So, and then kind of switching gears a little bit, what products or what services are you really focused on? The catering and the events?
Yeah, we're a caterer.
Yeah.
That's what we do. So, yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about like what type of events?
Yeah.
Corporates are the big thing. We even do some stuff with Caterpillar. We do a ton with the University of Illinois in Champaign. I mean, a ton of stuff over there. Their College of Medicine, the engineering school. Not, I say U of I, they're thinking the 6 football games.
Right.
We do some tailgating stuff over there too, but it's all the other events throughout the year. But the more employees there are, the more those people want to take care of them and do fun stuff and have a food at the events, the more it's a better fit for us.
Okay. So as far as capacity goes, how many events are you doing monthly, would you say, corporate events?
Corporate events, obviously during the winter we're a lot slower. We're set to cook outside.
Yeah.
Now, do we sometimes cook the food outside even in the winter and bring it inside? Yes, but most people don't think that way. During the summer, we usually do about 10 corporate events. Okay. About half on the weekend and half during the week. That's the other great thing about the corporate events. It's not all weekends. Like the weddings and anniversaries and parties. Most of those are on the weekends. But if we have a corporate event versus an individual party, unless it's a giant one, which most of these individuals aren't.
Right.
So about 10 corporate events.
Okay.
During the summer, it's about 4, like 1 a week during the winter.
Okay. So maybe just, for the 15% growth that you think that you could handle.
Well, the 15% wouldn't be on the number of events, it's on total revenue.
Oh, okay.
I would say. And yeah, I would like to do probably 25 more events in season, and I would love to do 25 more during the winter. I just don't think they're out there because I don't think people are doing events during the Christmas season when the weather's bad they wait for it to be nice weather, then they have cookouts and doing stuff outdoors.
Yeah. Okay. And then just to take a look, the next slide here. This is just a snapshot of the Springfield market.
Okay.
As far as caterers and your competition in the area. So you'll see your name listed here, and then just some of the other.
I'm first. I see letter A. I like that.
Yep,
like
that's
that.
definitely good.
And then what are those people above the?
Those are actually the paid listings.
Oh, okay. So
on
I'm the
Google
first
Maps.
on the SEO thing. Yeah, our guy in house.
And then this goes a little deeper into the difference in paid and then organic listings. If you take a look here at the top, these are paid listings through Google as well as over here. And then these listings down here below, where you're showing up right here, these are based off of search engine optimization.
Okay.
So
I
off
kind
of
of
the
get that,
keywords
but
on
yeah.
your website. And so basically those are the two different spots that you can show up on.
And that was a search for like catering Springfield. Yeah. Yeah, I like us being at the top there. And 5 flavors, it's kind of, it's in the same. I'm partial owner of that.
And typically for most businesses, the best recommendation is always to be showing up in both areas.
Why is that?
Well, because whether someone that's searching for caterers looks up at the top here in the top 3 listings or at the top in this section, you're in both of them for them to choose.
Gotcha. Yeah, I could see an office manager. Some people like the ad part, because they're at the top. Obviously, the top is where you want to be. I think some people shy away from that, though, especially because they're not as local sometimes, and go to the map. They like the map. For us, a map's not as important because they don't care where they're coming from, just what they
And then
do.
the good thing about the paid listings up here is there's tracking available with those. And you're able to track how many clicks and calls you get off of those.
Gotcha.
So that just kind of explains that for you. And then moving along, I took a look at your website, and I did notice that you guys just got a new website.
Yes.
And so that looks great. I can definitely tell the updates on that. And what would you say are some of your strengths about your website, maybe compared to some of your competitors? What do you like about your site?
To be honest, I haven't been on any other competitor sites. When we were building the site 6 months ago, this has been going on for 6 months. We started last March, and we looked at actually out-of-state sites.
Yeah.
And the guy that was designing it showed us other caterers, and kind of it's a blend of those, and a lot of original ideas. But like the watermelon on the picture, it's the fresh. We went back and forth because we can't show a picture of a grill and meat. That's what we've done that in the past because that's what we really do. But as you can see, Nelson's more than a chef and a team of experienced team you can trust. Our food's really good. Our people are even better. So everybody's been to an event at the Hilton, at the old Vermont, downtown at the American President Hotel, the Crown Plaza. My wife, we just went, and you want to talk about horrible food at the Crown Plaza. They had a memorial, had 1,000 people, a sit-down dinner. I heard in our table of 10, 5 people, it's free dinner, and they're still complaining about how bad the food, it was bad. And what was worse, the people bringing out cold food, ordering a tea because they don't like lemonade, or lemonade because they don't like tea, not coming back with the drink. We don't have that. And if we do, I don't know, because believe me, most people would, especially individuals, would complain.
Right.
I don't get very many complaints.
Right.
And when I do, it's usually something really off the wall, and we just can't please them. So I guess, our team, and we try to emphasize that. What do you think about our website?
I think it looks good, and you kind of just touched on it just now, is I really like the reviews that you had on the site.
Yeah, kind of the testimonials. In which,
Yep.
what we did is just took letters that people had sent us and put them online. And asked their permission. They said absolutely. We just typed them word for word, and that's a ringing endorsement. And I've had people mention that. That, hey, I'd heard of you, I got on your website, and wow, we were blown away by the look and feel, and also the testimonials or reviews. Yep.
Good. And then just a kind of a quick review of this is the detailed website metrics. I did an analysis on your site, and your overall score is a 35 out of 100.
Is that high or low?
It's in the middle.
Okay.
I would say I do have a couple points a couple opportunities that I did find on your site, and then as far as your Google page rank, you ranked a 4 out of 10. Not too bad, but there's definitely room for improvement there.
I see you have a lot of opportunities. No strengths?
Well, we went over your strengths.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then if you see this section over here where it says where you're ranking good, your sitemap's good, the robots is good, and there's no page errors, so that's definitely good.
There better not be after what I just spent on that.
But a few of the opportunities that I found, and they're all easy fixes, I did notice that you don't have Google Analytics on your site, which just means that it's not being monitored, and so that would be a great tool for you to be using.
Yeah, I thought we had that, even though I haven't looked at it.
So that would be an opportunity there, just so you can monitor your traffic to your site and know how well it's working for you. And then the next opportunity is the geo meta tags. Which I know.
I don't know what that is.
I really didn't either. But what it is, in layman's terms, basically your web page is not geotagged, and what that means is the search engine Bing is a geo meta tag, but Google is not. So it will help you show up in Bing search results.
I still don't understand, but...
Well, Bing uses the geo meta tags.
Okay.
So it's going to help you show up in searches on Bing. It's not going to affect your Google search results.
Okay.
Which Bing is not as widely used
Yahoo?
as Google. It's not utilized on Yahoo either.
Okay, so just Bing.
But it would just help you on Bing search results. And since it is an easy fix, it might be worth it.
Yeah, why not? Because it probably doesn't cost anything, right?
No, just whoever your website developer is could help you with that. It's also something that we could help you with as well. And then the next one is your headings. I just noticed that your headings are incomplete, and you just need to make sure that you're including keywords in your headings, because that'll help you show up in searches as well.
Okay.
And then just a few more. I did notice too that the images on your website, they don't have descriptions.
Oh.
And if you add descriptions to the images, since a search engine can't see images like we can, then they're not showing up in searches like they would if they had a description.
I didn't realize that.
And then lastly, just text and content. Your website, for all of the pages and images that you currently have, it's missing some text. So just providing more content with those keywords will definitely help with your SEO and help you show up in those searches.
Okay.
For catering.
Yeah, those are good ideas.
Yeah. And again, this is just a review of your online presence and how your website's working, and I want to do whatever I can to do whatever I can do to help.
Okay.
And then the next part of your online
we got a lot going on here.
Next part of your online presence is reputation management. And that's one of the big things that I'm able to help a lot of my customers with is monitoring how they're appearing and how they're showing up online. Basically, it's a program that helps you make sure that everywhere that you're found online, that the information is consistent and accurate. Just so whenever you have the customers that are getting referred to you and they go out to find you, they're finding the most accurate information.
I see. I see 3 different phone numbers on there, which I'm going to have to check. I don't even know. Yeah,
because you can be found so many different places, and so just making sure that all of your information is accurate.
Yeah, and then I have Nelson's Catering, then I have Nelson's Catering Central Illinois. That's not good.
Yeah.
And then Nelson's Golden Glow. There's 10 different combinations of names.
Yeah, and which you probably had no idea about.
Now, in that, from what I understand, inconsistencies in name and phone numbers and from site to site, the search engines don't like that, do they?
No, because actually what Google's #1 job is to provide the most accurate information.
And then, so if it's wrong on multiple sides, then they won't trust it.
It could hurt you, yes.
Probably hurt my score. I didn't like that 35.
Yes. And then this just kind of gives you a snapshot of what the online presence management looks like. It helps you monitor your visibility, your reviews, and also social buzz. And then, again, the listing management that we just kind of took a look at some of the inaccuracies there.
Okay.
And what I really like about it is being able to monitor the reviews, because since there's so many different sites that you can get reviews on, being able to monitor those, and let's say, for instance, it doesn't happen often, but if you get a bad review, being able to handle it and address it and take care of it that way, and just knowing that it's out there. And then taking a look at your social media. You do have a Facebook page.
Yep.
Looks good. I can tell that you use it.
Yeah, we do some posts and stuff.
1,500 likes.
Yeah.
I did like looking at the pictures of your events. That looks good.
Yeah, we get a lot of comments on that, both on Facebook and in person or during calls and stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you get much business from your Facebook page?
You know, some.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a connecting point where referrals go still. You know, it's kind of like an alternative to the website. But not a lot. But it's out there just in case. It's free too. Yeah. My favorite kind. So anything we get's all profit.
And I noticed that you don't have a Twitter. Have you looked into getting a Twitter account?
We have. Yeah. You know, catering's such an event that it's on the back burner at this point. But yeah, we'll have one eventually.
Okay, good. And then as far as online visibility, your site is mobily optimized, so that's great. Because 70% of mobile searches, they call... Oh, I need to click more. 70% of mobile searches, they call the business directly from the search results.
You just hit click call. Yeah, I mean, you know, ours, you got to be able to push the number and it just dials the number direct. Because it wasn't like that on the last one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
okay, so all phones, and even the new phones, right, should all big for small. Okay.
Yep.
What about on tablets?
Good. Yes.
Tablets too?
Yep, tablets are considered a mobile device.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then we didn't really touch on branding, but how do you feel? I mean, are you currently doing anything to brand your business?
Like I said, the radio, we tried, and we've done a ton of stuff over the years. Everything you can imagine we've done to try to, so when somebody thinks catering, think Golden Glow, think Nelson. Because it was Golden Glow.
Right.
Now we switched over to Nelson's because getting away from that whole grill thing, which was where Golden Glow came from. So not as much anymore because we feel like we're pretty established. Okay. You know, in the community.
Okay. Well, if branding is ever an opportunity that you see, we do branding through online brand awareness.
Okay.
And then a few other opportunities, since you have so many referral and repeat business, are you currently doing anything for, customer loyalty?
Not really.
To kind of keep engaged with your current customers?
Just take care of them, while we're out there.
Keep them happy.
Yeah, I mean, and they have a great experience. They usually come back. I mean, probably 60% of what we do is business, and it might even been from years before. Like we did an event for big insurance, Troxel. They hadn't done anything with us for 4 years. They came back, hey, they had a couple down years. Now they're celebrating their 75th year anniversary. They had a pretty big event. That's like a $5,000 job, which is pretty big for that size. Because they had about 100 people there, so they spent about $50 per person. Okay, wow. Which most is a fraction of that, but it was nice. They did a nice event. Yeah, that's
good. Well, we do have again some options available for. We do text marketing and some consumer loyalty programs that we can also take a look at as well.
What do you mean by text marketing?
It's a way for businesses to stay in contact with their current customers or even potential customers. It's on an opt-in basis, so they would have to say, yes, I want to receive offers from Nelson's Catering.
Interesting. I could even do that at one of my events of all the people that are going there.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they're using my service, one person or one company hired us.
Yep. Yeah,
But
so that might be something that would be a good fit.
Yeah, I don't know how they'd feel about us having that at their event, though. You know what I mean? Weddings probably, the more formal, no, but the more casual might.
Yeah.
I'll give that some thought.
Okay.
How much does something like that cost?
It's actually pretty affordable for the text marketing program. I can definitely build that in to the presentation whenever we meet the next time.
Okay.
And we can take a look at those options.
Okay.
And then next for your online visibility is your Dexnos conversion page.
Mm-hmm.
So I just took a quick snapshot of that. I do think we could add some more content.
Okay. Like what do you have in mind?
Well, just to kind of, I always like to have it mirrored with the same content that your website has. Mm-hmm. And since you've recently redone your website.
Yeah, you have value for you and your guests. I don't know who came up with that. I don't like that.
Yeah. Just making sure that we have it consistent with your website.
Can we change that pretty quickly?
Yes.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, so we'll definitely get that updated with the most accurate information as well.
And they can go to my email, visit website. I remember this from a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed too, as far as service area, your website has Bloomington listed, so we'd want to make sure we get Bloomington
absolutely.
added.
We go about a 90-mile radius.
Mm-hmm.
North to Bloomington, east to Champaign, west to Quincy. There's just not much over there. Jacksonville, some.
Mm-hmm.
South Litchfield, but there's just Verdon. There's small town, but
yeah.
So about 60 to 90 miles, depending on which direction you go.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So we should include all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like the way this reads. Isn't the business creating value for you and your guests? Again, they say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
George, but the porta pit cooking unit. That's pretty dated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need.
I think we can definitely make this.
Yeah, we need to revamp that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can look at my website and the way that's packaged.
Yep.
And get that changed.
Yeah, definitely. And then one of the last components of this review is just your print ad.
Yeah, the old phone book. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about your print ad?
It's pretty generic. I've tried all different sizes. Over the last 20 years, it says 19. We'll change that to 20.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just going to keep the same size for now, but depending on the price. Because, we did that tracking thing. Mm-hmm. That was probably 2 years ago, and I think it was on half page or something like that. It's a pretty big ad, one of the biggest at the heading. And, we got some calls, but I think even the rep was kind of surprised how few calls we received. And we probably lost money, and that's why I went to a smaller ad.
Yeah.
But this, tells our basic story. But it's, compared to our website, it's generic.
Okay, so maybe add a little bit more.
I don't think you have much space, but
yeah. So maybe to allow for the right content, maybe looking at a larger ad or.
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. I would look at how you could package that. Okay. And to match our website a little bit better.
Okay.
A revamped website.
Yeah, we can definitely take a look and see. Just looking at some of the, the corporate picnics, the business meetings. It just got me thinking. Do you do tapas events? I know that's kind of a newer.
Thing, we do. It's just in Springfield they don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yet.
Okay.
So we do those.
Yeah. But probably not many people asking for them yet.
Not yet. Actually, we had a couple people call. We haven't booked any here. We have in other cities.
Okay.
Or towns, Especially Bloomington seems to be quite a bit.
Yeah. And so whenever I redesign your new ad, some of the key points that I'll make sure that it has is a headline and subheadline, which it looks like we had the headline. In there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to read. Quality food, on-time professional service. And then I would go with what was on our website.
Okay. And include images and then your brand message and logo.
Yeah.
You've got your products and services.
I'm not sure how much we can fit in there, but yeah.
Yeah. And then just a few more things. The key differentiations between you and your competitors. And then what's going to motivate a customer to call you when they see your ad. And then for the ad layout, we'll mirror that towards your website design. And then just making sure we have your contact information on there.
Yep.
Okay, and then, so we went over a ton of information just now, I know.
Yeah.
And hopefully I saw you taking some notes.
Yep.
Hopefully you have some good takeaways, but you're probably wondering, Dex is most well known for their Yellow Page advertising. So you're probably wondering why
Talked a lot about digital, yeah.
Why should I partner with Dex for my online advertising?
Yeah, it's kind of, Haibu's doing the same thing, or very similar. They're a phone book company that all of a sudden now is an internet guru.
And so just to kind of give you an idea why you should work with Dex and work with me is we're the #1 partner with Google. So for the Google AdWords campaigns, the top paid listings that we took a look at on Google, we're one of only 16 in the United States that has a partnership with Google. And it also includes Yahoo and Bing. And then as far as the search engine optimization, the searches that are listed below those paid listings in that lower section.
Where I was first, right?
We also work with the #2 company, Boostability, for the search engine optimization as well. So one of the top companies. So if you partner with us for your online visibility, you'll be with the #1 partner with Google, and as well as for the search engine optimization with Boostability. And so just to kind of wrap up, what do you see as your opportunities? Because we took a look at the search engine optimization, which you're showing up okay there.
Yeah.
But we'd want to make sure that that's consistent and you're showing up there all the time.
Well, I guess, Cater Springfield, I'm pretty much there, right? So I guess, that's what I'm thinking. A website, we just spent a chunk of change.
And we went through a few things that we want to make sure you get fixed.
Absolutely, and I'm going to have our web guy, thanks for pointing that out,
Okay.
Fix those immediately, as a matter of fact. Internet Yellow Pages, I tried that Dex Knows thing, probably not. Search engine marketing, I would probably look at that. If you can convince me you can do, I would move that budget from in-house to you guys, maybe.
Okay.
Probably not, because I think I've tried that in the past too, but maybe you guys, now that you're getting out of the print business and being a digital guru, I didn't like all those listings being wrong at all. And somehow I have to get those fixed. The print phone book, we talked about that. Social media, I'm fine. And
then possibly the text marketing.
Yeah, that's the price point would determine that. Then just determine if that's tacky to have it at events to do that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think, just the people that hired you. I'd be thinking about all the guests that are there. That's a great way to capture their information in win-win. I just don't know if they would do it in that social setting.
Well, what I can do is I can build it into a program for you, and we can see if the price point makes sense to maybe not use it all the time, but at occasional events.
Okay.
To maybe get.
Yeah, I'd consider it. I'll think about that in the meantime too.
Okay. So what I'm going to do then is, so we've identified the search engine marketing. How could we do it better? And then you wouldn't have to maybe manage it in-house. And then the online reputation management, being able to manage that and fix everything.
Get all the listings right,
And then just making sure that that your Yellow Page ad is working the best for you.
Yeah, that thing needs a facelift. And then the text thing. Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds expensive, but I'll take a look at it. I used to do a lot more stuff with you guys. Our business is going pretty well now, so we'll have to see.
Okay. And then that is all that I have for you today.
Okay.
And then we'll just get back together and review everything. And any questions for me?
Nope. I'll see you at the same time next week.
Yep. Sounds
perfect.
good. Thank
Thanks.
you.